Okay. Yeah. So it's completed, all of you. Is completed. Yeah. Is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you completed. हो गया, कंप्लीट हो गया. Okay, so we will wait for another 2 minutes, then we will try to execute. So those who are having laptop, so write down this code in the laptop and try to run the program. And you can share your screen. Okay, once the output is there, you can share your screen. You can show me the screen. Okay, so I hope all of you, some few students are joining. So we'll wait for 1 minute more, another minute. So write down the programs. Okay, so let's try to run this program. But before running the program, I have to save this file. So I will save this file. Okay, so let me write the file name. C S. Right. So it will store document. So for compiling, you can use this is used for compiling, or you can go here execute. You can compile or press F9 as you are already aware of. So I will compile my program. So basically, when I compile, so what we need to compile any source code. So this when you compile, it will check whether there is any error in my program or not. Okay, and it will be converted to object file. Okay, और dot C file में convert होता है जहाँ पर जब execute करेंगे then it can load your all library files. Okay, so as you compile, you can see here there will be, if there will be any error, it will go to display here. Okay, as it's displaying 0, that means there is no error. Or sometimes they will give a warning. Warning means you can change it, but this is not type of error you can say. Fine. So as it is compiled and we are not getting an error, so we will execute our program. Okay, so we will execute our program. For executing again, you can press execute and run. Okay, either run, you can perform, either compile, perform run here. So when run, yeah. Now once you run, what they are asking first, as you can see, we are given a print statement. Now it is asking to enter me what? Enter the number of process. Enter the number of process. Fine. Enter the number of process. So what is the number of process? Suppose I enter 5 here. Suppose number of process is 5. Okay. Now what is asking? Enter the burst time of process. Now it is asking me enter the burst time of each process. Burst time of each process. So now let me give the burst time of each process. Suppose the burst times are like 10. So again enter. Now 20. Now 30. 40 and 50. Fine. Now you can see what the output is displaying. Now you can see here the output is displaying. So once I given the first time, okay, once I given the first time, right, first time is given, that means in the array pt, so it is going to store the process type p0, p0 में हमने क्या दिया, 10 दिया, फिर there is the process p2, what we are given, p, then there is the process p3, what we are given, 30, then there is the process p4, what we are given, 40, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, then process 5. Oh, it is started from P0, no? So let me write from P0. Okay. Now this will be P0. Now this will be P1. This will be P2. This will be P3. Now this will be P4. Okay, so once we given the input, so what is that? Now it is calculated. Now you can see the process are listed here and the first time is given. Okay. Now what they are done? Now they have calculated the waiting time. How we calculate the waiting time? To draw the Gantt chart. Now numerically if I calculate, how to calculate for Gantt chart? Now it will assign P1. P1 will be waiting time 0. Our next process will be P2. Yes or no? For this first come first serve, what is the waiting time? P1 कितना चलेगा 10. Waiting time of P2 will be 10. Now there will be a P3. Fine. P3 का waiting time कितना होगा? कितना था first time इसका 20 था मतलब 30. तो P3 का waiting time कितना हो गया 30. So it will be 30. Okay. Now this is just morning में हमने बनाए थे Gantt chart जो बनाया था ना याद है morning class में हमने बताया था how to draw the Gantt chart. This is a Gantt chart for this process. Now there will be P. So sorry, this is P0, P1. This is P2. Now there is P3. So how long P2 will run? P2 का जो है it is P2 का first time is 30 will be 60. So waiting time will be 60 for P3. Now how long P3 will run? 40. That means 100. Now P4 का जो waiting time होगा कितना हो गया 100 हो गया. Now you can see P time का waiting है 100. Similarly, you can calculate up turnaround time. Turnaround time is nothing but Wt plus Vt. Okay. Now 10 plus 0 is 10. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 plus 30, 60. 40 plus 60, 100. And 50 plus 100, 150. Fine. This is your turnaround time for each process. Now you can calculate the average waiting time. It is nothing but summation of that divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will be 0 and 9, 10, 11 by how much? 100, 160, 200. So 200 divided by 5, which is exactly 40 milliseconds. Now similarly, calculate this one. Now it will be 250, 310, 350 by 5, which is your 70 milliseconds. Clear? How we are getting? How we are getting? Now this is your output. What output we are getting? Okay. So you can try in the morning. I given the question. No, morning I question दिए थे. What is the question? Just repeat it. There are 3 processes in the morning class. 3 processes क्या था? P1, P2 and P3. Or you take P0, P1 and P2. What are the burst time? Yes, anyone? What are the burst time? मॉर्निंग में जो क्वेश्चन सुबह सॉल्व किए थे हम लोग
24, 3 and 3.
24, 3 and 3. Okay, try to solve this one. Okay, just note down. I will solve this problem. Okay, I will see whether it's working or not. Just write down the output for this one. So if the input is, these are the input, then this will be the output. Just write down. So what happened now? The calculation has become much easier. So you have to just give the input process, okay, and then first time, then automatically it will create your find your average waiting time and average turnaround time. So the user does not require to perform all this calculation. So this calculation, all this calculation not required. It's going to automatically calculate for the user के लिए automatically calculate. Fine. Just note down the output. So yeah, हो गया. Is it over? So if it is done, so let's try whether the जो मॉर्निंग में हम लोगों ने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया था उसका आंसर आएगा. Okay, let me close this one again. I have to I have to close now again. Execute. Now this time compile and run simultaneously. Okay. Okay. Now how many process in the morning class? क्या था क्लास सुबह जो क्लास डिस्कस किए थे 3 प्रोसेस था P0, P1 and P2. The first time now these are the 3 process. Okay. The first time is given as now we are assuming all are arrived. Arriving time is 0. Okay. Now first time is 24, 3 and 3. Fine. So all of you are having the answer. So let's see what answer we give. So number of process 3. Okay. Now enter the first time for the first process 24. Enter the first time for the second process 3. Enter the first time for the third process, which is again 3. Now you can see here. What is the answer? Now you can see here. So cross check karo. Is the waiting time of first process is 0 and turnaround time is 24. Waiting time of second process is 24. Turnaround time is 27. And waiting time of third process is 27. Turnaround time is 30. Is the average waiting time 17 आया था सुबह and average turnaround time 27 आया था. Now सुबह सुबह हमको क्या करना पड़ा? We have to first draw the Gantt chart, है कि नहीं? Then I have to calculate individually सबका waiting time for P0 calculate किए, waiting time for P1 किए, फिर waiting time of P2 किए, फिर उसका average निकाले, फिर हम लोगों ने turn around time निकाला. लेकिन अभी क्या किया हम लोगों ने बस input दिया और उसका output आ गया. Now suppose अब now in the real scenario what will happen? There are hundreds of processes are running at a time. At किसी भी scenario में, किसी भी instant में, in your main memory, there will be more than hundreds का more than 1,000 processes are placed in a ready queue. Okay. Now suppose I given 1,000 processes to you. Okay. आप बोलेंगे 1,000 processes का आप waiting time और turnaround time. How much time will be required? So it will take very large amount of time. Okay, very large amount of time. क्या होगा 1,000 process दे दिया तो क्या होगा आपको कैलकुलेट करने के लिए काफी ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, ठीक है, इसलिए हम लोगों ने प्रोग्रामिंग लिखा ताकि इजी हो गया। फाइन, सो लेट्स चेक द सेकंड क्वेश्चन which has done in a class, ठीक है। So let me compile, then run. So what is the second question? Just we are having the process P and bus type BT. So anyone just read me what are the bus time? Yes, what are the bus time? Question number 2, which we have solved in the morning. What are the bus time that is given?
Sir, 5, 1 and 2.
5, 1.
No. Just let me reverse that one. 3, 3, 24 cases है. The process का हम
Yes,
change
yes.
कर देते, ठीक है। 3, 3, 24. Now order is changed. Order of now पहले क्या था? पहले P1, पहले P0 आया था, फिर P1 आया था, फिर P2. अभी हम लोग क्या किया? पहले P2 को किया, फिर P1, फिर P0. ऑर्डर को जब चेंज कर दिया तब आंसर कुछ अलग आया था ना। हमने बोला भी था ऑर्डर जब चेंज करेंगे तो आंसर चेंज हो जाएगा। नाउ व्हेन द ऑर्डर इज चेंज, नाउ enter, now 3 process again, okay. Now the bus time is suppose 3, then 3, then 24. Okay, now you can see the answer. If the answer is correct, जो सुबह आया था हम लोग का 3 and 13, the average turnaround time is, so average waiting time is 13 आया था, sorry 3 आया था, and average
Yes,
turnaround
sir.
time 13 आया था.
Yes, sir.
So the algorithm is correct, it is working. Okay, now let's see for the which question? Third question. Okay, let me close. Clean this thing. Third question. We compile. Fine. Okay. We're done. So how many processes are there? 3 processes. So just anyone read me. Process P and first time. Oh, there is something called AT, arrival time. Yeah. Now first time. Fine. Now how many processes are there? P0, P1 and P2 are. Okay. So what is the arrival time? This is 0, 1 and 2. And what are the bus time? Just anyone कोई बताओ क्या था bus time?
5, 1 and 2.
5, 1 and 2. So average waiting time क्या आया था? Average
2.66 mil.
2.66 millisecond. The time is given. The PT is given in millisecond. And average turnaround time था हम लोग का how much?
5.33.
3.6 or 5.6?
5.33.
5. Okay, so let's see. क्या आएगा answer? So let me enter 3. Then the process first bus is 5, next is 1, next is 2. Fine, यही था ना? 5, 1 and 2. So what is the answer? Answer is side different. What is the actual answer? क्या आना चाहिए था? Actual answer था 2.66. देखिए आंसर क्या आ गया? 3. This was. What is the actual answer? Actual answer is this was. This will be this much. Okay. So what is the problem? What is the problem? कौन सा
सर यहाँ
आंसर?
पे अराइवल टाइम 0 नहीं है.
Yes, in this case, what we are assume जब हमने प्रोग्राम लिखा था पहले जो प्रोग्राम लिखे, we are assume the arrival time is 0. We are not consider the arrival time. ठीक है? But in this case, we have to consider the arrival time. Okay. Now there is a question for you. Okay, there is a question for all of you. So after this class, I am given an assignment. ठीक है? तो assignment में आपका FCFS का algorithm लिखना है जो भी कराया है. उसके अलावा now you have to write an algorithm, write a program for this particular type of problem. where arrival time is also considered. Is it clear to all of you? So after completion, there will be an assignment. So in that assignment, you have to write the FCFS algorithm. Okay, for this problem, how to find for this problem, how will you find the average waiting time and average burst time? Okay, now for that you have to include what you have to include. Now you have to include the arrival time also. Now what changes you have to make here? What changes you have to make in a programming? Now in here, while calculating this one, while calculating WT and PIT, now you have to consider the what? Arrival time also. Okay. Okay. Now we will take two types of input. One will be input for the first time and input as a arrival time also. ठीक है, अब अराइवल टाइम भी इनपुट लेना है आपको, फिर यहाँ पर जो है माइनस करना है अराइवल टाइम को। क्लियर हो जाएगा आप लोगों से? हो जाएगा? यस, हो जाएगा? यस, can you solve this one? What the question I just explained? Can everyone solve? So what changes you have to make? What changes you have to make? Now what changes you have to make? Now I will give it. यहाँ पर एक और printf statement देते हैं और just write down first time and let me write down and arrival time. So I have to use one more array. ठीक है, इसका नाम हम लोगों ने दिया 80. Fine. Now whatever value what I can do is copy this one. Let me write as 80. Now I'm using one more array where arrival time को हम लोग स्टोर कर रहे हैं। ठीक है, क्या किया हम लोग? एक अराइवल टाइम को यहाँ पे स्टोर करेंगे और WT में क्या माइनस करना है? जब भी हम लोग वेटिंग टाइम निकालेंगे, ठीक है, वेटिंग टाइम से उसका अराइवल टाइम को माइनस करना है। सो आई विल सब्ट्रैक्ट सब्ट्रैक्ट T I this one, but bracket दिए। Whether there will change in this one? Any change in this one? Any change in turnaround time? होगा कुछ? Yes. Or you can write here just or write W I fine WPI minus. Now let me save this file and compile. Oh, there is an error. What type of error? So we need a semicolon here. Fine. Okay. Okay, now you can see there is no error. Try to run this program. Yeah, so the same question tried whether they are giving the output. This is process. Now first time the process are P0, P1 and P2, and there is arrival time also. What are the time? 0, 1 and 2, and the first time is 5. Yes, what the first time? 5,
1 2.
1, 2. Okay, so this is the input. So let me try it's working or not. See process. Now they're asking for the arrival time and this one. Process bus time is 5 and the arrival time is 0. Then process P2, bus time is 1, arrival time is 1. Now process P2, arrival time, bus time is 2 and arrival time is 2. Okay, now you can see the changes. So in the what the answer, actual answer क्या आया था क्लास में जब किए थे हम लोग. So what is the average waiting time?
2.66.
0.66. Why it is showing 2.33? And what is the average turnaround time?
5.33.
5.3. And what is showing 5.00? Stick here perform. So waiting time of P0 will be 0. Waiting time of this will be 5. Check the answer once again. Now P0 will take 5 time. Now waiting time of P0 will be 0. Now waiting time of P1 will be, now P1 is assigned here, it will be 5 minus 1, which is 4, which is correct. Okay. Now P2, how much time is taken? It's one amount of time, which is 6. So waiting time of P2 will be 6 minus arrival time is 2. Is it? No, it should be 4. Why it is coming 3? It's written 3 there. No? Now turnaround time for everyone is 5. So this is not a right code there. Cannot change turnaround time. Oh, so you try this in homework. Okay, so what changes you have to make here? Okay, so somehow we are getting the answer but not accurate. So what changes you have to make here? Okay, so that we can include the what arrival time also. We can consider the arrival time also for any process. Okay, any process के लिए time arrival time को भी include करना है. Fine. Clear? Is it clear the question? What you have to do? What you have to do? So you have to solve that one. Now you have to consider, now to change the program such a way that it should include or it should consider the arrival time also. It will consider the arrival time also. Okay, so now let's move to the second part. Second question is your will be same. This second part of question will be same. Now you have to implement the scheduling algorithm for SJF. Okay, SJF. SJF stand for SJF stand for shortest job first. Okay, SJF stand for shortest job first, which means, so what does shortest job first? Now, shortest job first are टू कैटेगरी. एक आपका बोलते हैं नॉन प्रिमिटिव है, दूसरा आपका है primitive. One is non primitive, second one is primitive. So today we will discuss about non primitive. Okay, so shortest job first. What is the logical concept? So suppose there is an n process in my ready queue. Okay, there is n process in my ready queue. Suppose process P1, P2, P3 and P4. Now each process will have some burst time. Suppose this is 10, 20, 30 and 40. Fine. So how will you assign? How will you assign this case? Now the CPU will be assigned to the process which is having shortest job or shortest burst time. Okay, shortest burst time जिसका होगा वो पहले assign होगा. Okay, now first in this case P1 will be assigned. Now next P2 will be assigned. Next P3 will be assigned. Next P4 will be assigned. Fine. Suppose the order of, suppose not, let me change the order. Suppose P1 is having 40 burst time. Now P2 is having suppose 25. Now there is a P3 which is having 5. Now there is P4 which is having 10. Now how will assign to CPU? Now in this case first P3 will be assigned because it is having the shortest CPU burst. Then P4 is assigned. Then P2 is assigned. Then P1 is assigned. Okay, so how we are assigning this processes to CPU? These processors are assigned to CPU based on their burst time, and the concept is very simple. The process which is having uh, less amount of CPU burst, that should be assigned first. Clear? Is it clear? So let me share the algorithm with you. Yeah. So this two program you have to write today, okay, and submit it. So same steps again. You start the process, then accept the process which are you want to schedule in a ready queue. Then for the each process in a ready queue, assign the process ID and CPU type. That is the burst time we will assign. Then start the ready queue according to the shortest per time. Shortest time for start the ready queue according to the shortest burst time by sorting the according to the lowest to the highest burst time. That means what you have to do now, once you are assigned this process, now you sort the process. Now I will sort the entire process in the order of their arriving, order of their order of their burst time. So छोटे से बड़े में इसको sort करना है. ठीक है. Once you sort, then the process, then the rest of the thing is very similar to the previous one. I will initialize the waiting time to 0 and turnaround time to burst time. Okay. Now I will sort this process which are ready to, then I will calculate the waiting time for each process and turnaround time for the each process. Now rest of thing will be similar here. Extra आपको क्या करना है? What you have to do additional? Now once the process is arrived, okay, once the process are arrived, now we have to sort this process according to the burst time. So when you start this process according to the burst time, you will get a sorted process according to the burst time. That means the first process will be the process which is having the shortest burst time, the last process which will have the highest burst time. Then rest of the steps that we are used in the previous uh, algorithm will be same. That is how to calculate the waiting time and how to calculate the turnaround time. Then find the average waiting time and average turnaround time. Okay. So today you have to write these two questions. Okay. So this part, this shortest job part, we will discuss in a class in detail. Okay. For time being, you have to write this question in your lab book and implement this two program and submit to the LMS portal where the question is uploaded. Fine. Apart from that, there is an additional question. You have to make changes in FCFS algorithm such that arrival time are considered. Such that arrival times are considered. So based on the arrival time, you have to calculate the average waiting time and average turnaround time. So is it clear to all of you? Yes. So we are having 3 minutes left. So if any doubt, then you can ask me. Any doubt?
सर कब तक सबमिट करना है?
So today, as you are having class right now, okay, I think you are having a class. So today I have extended the time to 10 p.m. So within 10 p.m. 10 बजे तक आपको अपलोड करना है. Okay. Any other doubt? Any other doubt? So 2 questions. First for the FCFS, then second for SJFF. Then first you have to write the algorithm. Okay. Once you write the algorithm, then you have to write the programming part, then execute it. Then again, second के लिए aim of the experiment, then algorithm, then programming part, then the third part, what changes you have to make in FCFS algorithm so that it will accept the arrival time or it will consider the arrival time. So do submit in a timeline. Okay. So as you all of you know, if you submit late submission, the grade will be graded out of 7. So अगर late submit करोगे, now the grading will be done out of 7 instead of out of 10. That will be out of 7. So again, I'm repeating, for every lab, there will be a marks which is considered. Do submit and do response in a lab. So anyone want to share the screen or those who are implemented? जिन लोगों ने implement किया है, they want to share the screen. Yes. Okay, then if you are not having any question, so we will stop here. Okay, and we will meet in tomorrow class where we will continue the CPU scheduling, where we are going to discuss the SJF algorithm. Okay, so you just write down the programming part. I will explain in tomorrow class. I will explain how actually SJF algorithm is working. Is it clear? Okay, then I am stopping here. If it is you are having no doubt. Okay. So thank you for your participation.